Ah! Oh gosh, guys, I don't like technology. Listen, I love reptiles, but I can't stand technology sometimes. I'm thankful for it. I appreciate it, but it's a little bit stressful. So we have this phone. This is how we're getting our internet connection. It's the broken phone. And now we finally figured it out. I was like, we gotta get the computer in. So everyone, I do apologize for being lost. I just got lost today. I've never been lost. I guess it was the stress of the day. I don't know, but I just went for a nice, wonderful hike in the mountain. I was there at 9 o'clock. I left there the site that we saw at 11:30. It was 12 o'clock when I left. It's only half an hour from my house. So I was like, I get back by 12:30, set everything up. It's gonna be wonderful. And that's not what happened. But anyway, everything's set up here, all the animals, but I gotta tell you guys what I saw. I can't show you what I saw on the phone, but so it blew my mind. So last night, our yard was full of toads, and it was amazing. So we're gonna see those, and we're gonna see some other animals too. But it was amazing. We saw toads in our backyard. So I hope you guys live in a place where you can see toads. But if you don't, we're gonna post this awesome video of all the toads in my backyard that we're gonna go to at the end of the show, so you can see. Maybe we'll see eggs in my backyard too. I haven't looked yet, but I was up until like 3 in the morning with the toads, and then we went to on this wonderful hike. But I want to show you this, guys. Last night, if you hear the sound that we're gonna play in a second, it was an amazing sound. And it was the sound of a toad called the American toad. Are you guys ready? Here it is. That was in the yard last night. That was literally in my backyard. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So the reason I'm sharing this with you guys is because listen to that sound. Listen, you hear it? That's the sound. That's the sound of oh, he's doing it again. He's doing it again. He's doing it again. Look. Now you can see his face. That's amazing. So kids, if you're at home, I want you guys to all make that sound. I was trying to do it today, but I couldn't quite figure it out. But that makes me so excited because you know why? You hear it? Ah! I love it. So listen, I'm going to tell you why that makes me so excited. The reason it makes me so excited, that means that amphibians are thriving in certain places. So where I live, they're thriving. There's some places on Long Island that are still thriving. There's some places way upstate that are still thriving. So that's really a good sign that, that we're good. And in fact, yesterday I was listening when I was leaving the park. When I was leaving the park, the mountain just now, there was a lady there. She was really upset. She's like, "Oh, my kid's been inside for 45 days." I'm like, "Yeah, that's no fun." But then I'm like, you know what? Why don't you watch our video and have fun with us and see all the animals and be inspired? You know why, parents? If you're listening, or if you have children, or you're a teacher, or whoever's watching, the important thing to remember is that how important it is to just have fun no matter what. It's really have fun. Like just now, I was totally stressing out on the way here, so I should listen to my own advice. But I just kept talking. I said, "Eric, just be calm. Just be positive. You can't do anything about the fact you got lost. Just be positive." And I just kept saying it over and over again. So yeah, I was stressed out when I was coming, but because I want everything to go smooth. I want you guys to all have fun, and I don't like little monkey wrench things thrown in there. And so sometimes that does happen, and sometimes life is like that. You can't control everything in life, but when life happens, you have to make lemonade from lemons, all right? Or anyway, so with that said, just remember, stay positive. I know everyone's home right now, but just stay encouraged, stay positive. That's what I told that lady. I was like, just stay positive. And she immediately went from feeling upset about her son inside for 45 days to yeah, thank you for that. I'm like, yeah, come on, we got this, y'all, we got this. So stay encouraged, stay positive. Now, with that said, we're going to see our first animals. And the first animal we're going to see comes from Madagascar. Now, if you've ever seen the movie Madagascar before, just put your thumbs up, all right? And sing the song, "I like to move it, move it." That's the song from Madagascar, the movie. And actually, so funny, when I was in high school, we used to listen to that song. And I had no idea that me listening to that song when I was in high school was going to bring me to Madagascar 20 years later. It was crazy, and that's exactly what happened. So the first animal we're going to see is actually a Madagascar hissing cockroach, and we're going to meet it right now. So hold on a second. But in order for us to meet the roach, oh gosh, they're coming out. In order for us to meet the roach, everybody go like this. Go. That's the sound that roach makes. All right. So here, we're going to meet it right now. Hold on a second. We're going to see them. We're going to see the roaches. Dun, 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 dun. All right, hold on a second. There's a bunch of roaches, actually. I got to be really careful. This one knows me, actually. This one's my friend. They're my friend. Come here, roach. Come on. Oh no, that one's bugging out a little bit. When they bug out, I have to be careful because I'm allergic to roaches actually. But here it is. Dun, 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 dun. Hello everyone. Welcome. Welcome to our show. We're so happy to be here, and we're really excited to see you all guys today and be on our show. This is really, really awesome, and we hope that you guys are all enjoying. Thank you for being patient with us, and thank you for waiting for us because we're excited to be with you. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Where'd I go? Oh, there I go. All right, excited to be here today. Now, if you like roaches, give a thumbs up. If you think they're cool, put your thumb up in the air like that. If you think they're gross, then put your thumb down. Thumbs up, thumbs down. But listen, this is the thing. Whether you like roaches or bugs or whatever animal, it's really important to make sure you remember to respect all the creatures and to stay positive. Now this roach right here is a Madagascar. Oh gosh, he just fell. Sorry, he's okay. He fell right. He didn't fall far. He's right here. I just don't want him crawling away. Actually, make sure the other. Oh, he just fell again. All right, hold on a second. Let's make sure they don't all crawl away. So this little roach right here, I actually raised it from a baby. When I first got this roach, it was like a little tiny. I had a bunch of tiny baby roaches, and then this is the roach that's actually growing a little bit bigger. And so this one is it's a Madagascar hissing cockroach. And so everyone just waved to him. Hey guys, hope you guys are having fun. So I know some people think they're gross, but listen, the truth is that bugs are very important to us because without bugs, you have no pollinators. Who likes fruits? If you like fruits, raise your hand. If you like vegetables, raise your hand. If you like to eat dirt and bugs, raise your hand. No, I'm just kidding. But truly, if you're a bug like this, you eat fruit, they eat all the decomposing matter. And some bugs, like some certain roaches and bees today, I was watching bees pollinate today. Bees are pollinators. They actually bring the pollen to the plants and help the plants reproduce. And all these wonderful things happen in nature. So it's really important to make sure you honor and respect all the creatures. Now, with that said, you guys, we have a pledge to make. Everybody raise your right hand and say, I promise to always do my very best to use earth-friendly things. That's so important these days, you guys. We want to make sure we respect the earth and respect all the creatures that live within it. So anyway, you all, let's give a big hand for our roach. Everyone say goodbye to the roach. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you guys all for joining us today. All right, now we're going to see our next animal now. And the next animal we're going to meet is actually going to be a frog. Now, who likes frogs? Raise your hand. If you like frogs, make a sound like a frog. Go, wah. Actually, no, it goes like this. It goes, wah, wah, wah. Make that sound. I wish I could hear you guys making the sound, but that's cool. Make the sound. I can hear you vibrationally that you guys are all making the sound. And so now, the frog that makes that sound is actually called it's a tree frog that comes from Australia. And we're going to get a chance to meet it right now. And the tree frog's name is Hop the tree frog. So on the count of 3, everybody say, wah, wah, Hop, wake up. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Okay. Are you guys ready? Okay. And there he is. Just kidding. That's a fake frog, but here's the real frog. Hey everyone, I'm Hop the tree frog. Thank you guys all for joining us today. We're very happy to be here, and I hope you guys are all enjoying your time being in the quarantine. Hope you guys are having lots of fun while you're staying home, because I'm having fun staying home with Erik, because Erik feeds me lots and lots and lots of crickets. He loves eating crickets. He bugs out. You see, he's like bugging out right now because he likes to eat his crickets so much that he goes crazy sometimes. He like starts flipping out, but he has to calm down a little bit. So anyway, so Hop the tree frog. I've known Hop now for literally, I've had him for 7 years. He was my pet frog, and he was the last frog that actually bought. I think he was, yeah, he's the last frog that I bought that I actually remember purchasing from a pet store. So I used to buy animals from the pet store, but I stopped buying animals from the pet store because the thing of it is, these animals do much better in the wild, and their home is in the wild. And so these animals have a great purpose. And so a frog in the wild is very beneficial to the whole environment because they eat lots of bugs and do all sorts of cool things. Like the toads in my backyard, They eat mosquitoes and all kinds of bugs all day long. Bats eat hundreds of bugs a night. Toads eat like 30 bugs a night at least. And so that helps to keep any diseases or anything that could be harmful to people, that keeps it at bay, keeps it away. And so that's why it's really important to have lots of amphibians around. So they're very, very important. And also, in the last 20 years, there's been literally like 160 extinctions of amphibians. Literally 160 amphibians have gone extinct. And so we want to make sure that that doesn't continue to happen by making sure we use earth-friendly things. We have the power to make a difference, you guys. And so make sure you use earth-friendly things, and it'll help frogs and it'll help us too. Now watch this, you guys. I want to show you something. So if you're a frog, the reason why they're so sensitive to earth, to like when there's not earth-friendly things, is because of his belly. Look at his belly. He's like, look at my belly, look at my belly, look at my belly, look at it, look at it, look at it. Whoa, he just jumped on the screen. You can see his belly. Now, his belly is how he drinks. So if you're a tree frog, you drink through your belly. So everybody pat your belly like that. And everybody say, permeable skin. His belly is like a sponge. It soaks all the water up inside his belly. And so that's how a frog actually drinks. And so when they're thirsty, they actually literally drink right through their skin. They don't even have to ever drink. They actually don't even have to. Frogs don't drink through their mouth. They drink through their belly. That's how they absorb the water, is right through their stomach. So that's really pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. So anyway, you all, so that's oh wait, one more thing. So watch this. See my hand like that? Watch this now. So this frog, he's from Australia, and I'm gonna show you something. We have some prizes for you in a little bit, but let me show you. He lives in Australia, and watch, he can stick there just like that. So you can stick to the poster, and watch, guys. You saw him before. He was sticking to my hat like that. Dun, 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 dun. Sticking to my hat. And you know what else, you all? You can even stick to my face like this. Oh! So they can stick to my face. And the reason he can stick everywhere is because this frog, he has special hands. Now everybody go like that with your hands. And everybody look at your hands. And everybody say, glands on your hands. So if you're a tree frog, actually if you're a person too, you have glands on your hands. But the frog actually has sticky glands called mucus glands. Everybody say mucus glands. So it's actually like boogers coming out of your hands. Literally, that's how the frog's able to stick. So it's really pretty cool that they can do that. So yes, they can stick around. And actually, it's not just cool. It's for his survival. So they live way up in trees, in the canopy of trees. They eat bugs and stuff up there. So there's frogs eating bugs up in the trees. There's frogs eating bugs down on the ground. There's animals eating bugs everywhere. So he's also considered an insectivore. So everybody say insectivore. So that means he likes to eat insects. So I-N-sect. Wait, hold on a second. I-N-sect. I-N-S-E-C-T. Vor. Evore. I-V-O-R-E. Yeah, so insectivore. Now, do I have a dry? No, my dry erase board's not here. Otherwise, I would share with you on a dry erase board. But for now, we're going to say goodbye to this frog. And guess what we're going to do? We're going to meet snakes now. Who wants to meet snakes? I didn't see any snakes today. I was hoping to see some snakes this morning, but no snakes. But I did see toads, and that's really cool. Like I said, we're going to share that toad video. It was phenomenal, like amazing stuff that I've never, ever seen in my life that I'm going to share with you in a moment. But right now, we're going to meet a snake that I used to hide under my bed when I was 12 years old. So we'll be right back. Say goodbye to our frog. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you all for joining us. This was an amazing, this was an amazing experience. Just amazing, just lovely, 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 lovely. Love being here with you guys. All right, bye. Oh, wait. He's sticking to the screen again. All right, say goodbye to Hop. Tell me, say goodbye. Goodbye. All right, so hold in there. Okay. All right. So you all, now that we've seen snakes, now that we've seen frogs, it's time to see snakes. Now you can see I have a big replica of a snake back here. This is my snake replica. So this is our replica that, thanks to Behind the Fence Gallery in Southampton. So if you ever go to Southampton, stop by there. It's an awesome place. They sponsored me for the last years and loaned me some animals to use for our program. So thanks to them. That's why we have this crocodile and all these wonderful fun things. But now look, check this out. This is also from a snake. Woo! This is actually from my anaconda. This is this is from Annie. So we keep her memory alive with the skin. I adopted her like it was probably like 10 years ago now, but she died about 5 years ago. So we had her for about 5 years, and she died 5 years after we got her. I was really upset, and then when she passed away, my friend said, "You know what? You should keep the skin so you can use it for an educational tool." So now we are, and so she's with us in spirit forever. And then you can see all this poster back here. These are all the animals that we had that have passed on over the years, that were all adopted, that were, you know, some of them, they just died of old age because they were big. And you can see, look at how big she was. She was an anaconda. She was huge. She was a huge snake, but she was a really special animal. But now we're going to meet the snake I used to hide under my bed. Now, I definitely didn't hide an anaconda under my bed because it's impossible. Because, like, how would you do that? Unless you have maybe if you have like a, what do you call it, bed, like a bunk bed, you can like put a big giant tank underneath your bed, and the snake can live under there. But that's not good either. So the snake that we're gonna meet now is a ball python, one of the most popular snakes in the world, and we're gonna meet it right now. So if you guys want to meet a snake, what I want you all to do is everybody on the count of 3, everyone stomp your feet, stomp your feet, stomp your feet, because when you stomp your feet, it wakes the snakes up, and they can feel it in the bones inside their jaw and in their ribs. So everybody go, oh, and then go, ah, and everyone say vibrations. So you make vibrations, and the snakes can feel it. So we're gonna meet them right now. All right, here we go. So. All right. Let's do it. Okay, so here he is. Okay, and here he is. Dun, 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 dun. This is BP. Hold on. I think she peed. Did you pee? No, wait. I think she peed a little bit. Sorry, guys. I started like I'm very sensitive to it. I think she peed a little bit. Just like having a baby. Sorry. I'm sorry. They're like my kids. I gotta make sure they stay clean. So I'm like, wait, what's that smell? All right, so hold on. I'm gonna rinse off. It's a tiny hint of pee. But anyway, this is BP. Everybody say hi, BP. Hello, everyone. Thank you all for joining Eric and I and everyone, because we're having a lot of fun here in the quarantine. We like being in the quarantine. In fact, when Eric and I first met, I was living in someone's house, and it was really not fun because they stopped taking good care of me and they stopped feeding me. Now with Eric, I eat all the time. I eat tons of rats and mice and everything, and it's so delicious. So yeah, she loves to eat a lot. So now so we just actually we're ordering our rats for next week. So we got a guy, the reptile deli that gives us rats, and then we have also the Komodo reptile guys that they give us rats too. So when we need rats, we talk to these guys. But check it out. So BP is a ball python, but the thing of it is, you know, ball pythons and big pythons and iguanas and all these animals, it's really better that they're in the wild. In fact, I was reading an article from National Geographic. I don't know if you guys get National Geographic Kids or regular National Geographic. When I was 9 years old or 8, it was 9. I got my first National Geographic, and it changed my life forever to like really be intuitive and interested in exploring for animals out in the wild. But the thing of it is, these animals live in pet stores. And the problem is that when you have a snake like this that's in a pet store for too long, guess what? Sometimes people get them as pets and they don't really want them anymore. They don't realize that they live like 40 years. Imagine your snake lives at least 40 years. So I'm 43. So in 40 years, if I got a baby ball python, I'll be 83 years old. So it's good and important to make sure you know how long your pets live. Now, with that said, everybody raise your right hand again and say, I promise to always do my very best to read 21 books. 21. You see these books up here? This is prizes for you guys after. But yeah, these are all these books right here. 21 books. You got to read all about the animals that you want to have as a pet, so you know how to take care of it properly. Because you know what? If you don't read about your pets, guess what? It could be really a big disservice to your pet. And, you know, you might not know how long it lives or how big it gets. Now, BP, oh, the iguana's peeing. But anyway, I just heard it. I was like, what's that splash? But anyway, you'll meet him in a minute. So Bobby, her name's Bobby, and her husband's name is BP, Bobby and BP. So BP, she was adopted, and so was Bobby. BP, Bobby was adopted, excuse me, and so was BP. They were both adopted because somebody had them as pets and they couldn't keep them anymore. So it's important to make sure that you always read about them, so that way you don't feel like you ever have to get rid of them. Like, I'm not gonna get rid of them. I got them now. I've been feeding them and caring for them, and they're doing well. And so that's it, you know. So I keep them until I can't anymore. But they're older, which is good. So like when I'm 83 years old, I'll still be able to take care of them. But now all of our animals are living in sanctuary. We actually created a sanctuary here. And just before we had to stay inside and all the different, you know, social distancing stuff happened, we had somebody reconstructing our space downstairs to make sure that our animals have an awesome space. And we're working on it still, and we're going to get a chance to see it in a little while when we meet our alligator. But we're not going to meet the alligator just yet. We're going to meet somebody else first before we meet our alligator named Otis. All right, so for now, everybody, wave goodbye to BP. Just wave just so she can see you. And stomp your feet, stomp your feet, stomp your feet. Bye, everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. By the way, does anybody know why BP keeps doing that? Why she keeps doing that? Let's explore it. Hold on a second. We're going to explore that, why she does that, with our next animal, which is a lizard. But before we do, everyone stick your tongue and go, and then go like that with your fingers. Say fork tongue. Everyone say fork tongue. So she has forks on her tongue. Watch. Oh, there you can see. But her tongue is really kind of small. So we're gonna actually meet Oreo. And Oreo is a lizard called a Tegu. Everybody say Tegu. All right, hold on a second. And now we're gonna meet him. All right, his name is Oreo the Tegu. All right, so on the count of three, everyone, we're gonna meet Oreo the Tegu. So ready? And 1, and 2, and 3. Everybody say, Oreo, wake up. Ready? Go. Everybody, here he is. Dun, 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 dun. Everyone say hi, Oreo. Hey, everyone. My name's Oreo. So this is Oreo, you guys, and he's a Tegu. Yes, I'm a Tegu. And look at his tongue. Look at how long his tongue is. Now, Oreo has a very short threshold for being held too long, but he doesn't mind me holding him for a little while. And I just want you to see his big, long tongue. Look at his tongue. Watch his tongue. See his tongue? So every time Oreo sticks his tongue out, just like a snake, he can find out where food is. Just like that. And he has a forked tongue. Now, I adopted Oreo. It was about, oh gosh, it was seven years ago, about that, from my friend Debbie, who lived in North Babylon. And in North Babylon, somebody had this lizard, and he got let loose. And when he got let loose, he was running around the neighborhood, and nobody knew where he was, what he was. And some lady called and said, "There's some lizard running around the neighborhood, and I don't know what it is." I said, "Can someone please help?" And so someone tried to help her, and then they called the animal control. Animal control called me, and then I got Oreo, and there he is. Look at him. So he's like, "Where's the food?" He eats a lot. So today he's not eating. He's not getting more mice. We were giving him mice the other day, but maybe we can give him a mouse later. But I can't tell if it's good. Can you guys? Is there live comments? Can you guys give a thumbs up or a yes or something like that if you guys want to see more? If you want to see Oreo eat a mouse, actually no, we can't because they're frozen. We have to thaw it out first. But if you want to see that, maybe next time we'll do it. We'll post a video of Oreo eating his breakfast and his lunch and his dinner. He doesn't really like differentiate. He eats it all, so all the time. So yes, you guys want to see him eat the mouse? Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. So listen. So just hold on a minute. We have to get it ready. So we're gonna put him down for a moment. I'm gonna go to the freezer and I'm gonna go get a mouse. I'll be right back. We're going to the freezer. We're gonna get a mouse for Oreo, and then Oreo at the end of the show, we're gonna do a bonus round, and we're gonna eat. Oh, look at how cute. Oh no, he don't like that. He don't like that. Sorry. Okay, Oreo, go back. Go back now. Go back. Go back. Go back to your room, Oreo. I had to put him back in his room. He has his own space. But now, we're gonna. And I'll show you the room after in a minute if you guys would like to see. But let me go get the mice. We're gonna thaw them out. Hold on. Thaw the mice. All right. So we've got the mice. I've got the mice. Here they are. Now, here we go. So here you can see they're frozen. Look, they're mice. They're frozen mice. And you know, I don't want to play with them because I don't really like feeding my animals live things. So we'll take a few out. I'm gonna thaw them, and I'm gonna take them and put them in a little warm water, and then we're gonna thaw them up. But I just want you to see this is what they eat. Now I know sometimes people are like, that's so gross. I can't believe you fed your lizard a mouse. Sometimes people yell at me like that about that. I'm like, wait. First off, I'm vegan. Secondly, these are adopted animals that I have to feed, otherwise they won't live. And thirdly, what did you have for lunch today? Did you have chicken for lunch today? Did you have hamburgers or hot dogs? Well, that looks chicken, cows, hot dogs, pigs, horses. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm just kidding. But no, really, it's important to know what you eat and where it comes from, and what food goes in your body. And lizards and snakes eat. They can't eat anything else but mice and rats. In fact, the reason there's so many mice and rats in Manhattan, in the city, if you ever go to the city, there's so many mice and rats there because there's no snakes. And so it's so important to make sure that you always, actually no. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. What was the point of it? That you always what? That let's write a letter to the mayor and the governor and say, you know what? While we're, trying to, do all this other kind of stuff and make sure everyone stays safe, how about we make sure everybody stays safe by making sure we kind of start controlling the mouse and rat population? And maybe we can release some snakes into the subways, being that there are not a lot of people like commuting as much. I don't think people would mind. Do the snake survey and see. We put some in there. Well, listen, I'm gonna warm these up now. They're gonna get warmed up. Actually, you know what? The fastest way to warm it up, you're gonna get grossed out a little bit, but don't get grossed out. So this is a frozen mouse. If I take it and put it under my arm like that, it'll warm up faster. It really will. Oh, it feels like actually feels nice because it's warm outside today. Woo! It's like ice. The ice bucket challenge under my arm. Anyway, you guys. So now we're gonna meet. Who we're gonna meet? What? We just met Oreo. We didn't meet Otis yet. Let's see. How about we're gonna meet? I don't know. Maybe we're gonna have to go downstairs now while the mice thaw out. I think we're gonna have to take a little voyage downstairs to go meet some of the other animals because this is what we've decided. Now we have hold on a second. Let me just check okay, we have 11% battery. That gives us just enough time to go downstairs. All right, and then we'll plug it back in when we come back up. All right, you all. So we're gonna go on a little bitty tour to the construction of our sanctuary. Now hold on, let me just. All right, this is the live video, so it's just gonna have to be live. So this is the kitchen, but we have to thaw the mouse out, so we need to make sure we have some warm water. All right, so here's a little warm water. Wait, hold on a second. Where's there a cup? All right, I gotta find a plastic cup, guys. Oh, there it is. This is the mouse thawing cup. All right, and then we just put a little warm water in it, and we're gonna warm it up right now. It's a live show, guys. I didn't prepare the mouse ahead of time. I should have, right? I wasn't sure I was going to do it. So since you guys said yes, I said, you know what? Let's go for it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, and then you know what else? You guys can meet my house snakes. I have house snakes in the house. I have snakes that actually live in the house and they just hang out in the house. There's 2 snakes. I don't do it in the summertime when it's really hot because otherwise they could potentially leave the house. All right, we'll just leave that on for a minute and let that thaw out and warm up. Okay, that's warming up because it's really too cold under my arm. And now we're gonna run down and we're gonna go have a look at Otis, and then maybe Otis will eat. So we'll see. I'll trick him into coming over, but we're gonna see right now what Otis is gonna do. All right, Otis is the alligator, by the way. All right, so here we go. All right, you guys are gonna get to meet Otis. All right, Otis and some of the other friends downstairs. All right, here we go, you guys. Dun, 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 dun. Now you can see dangerous animals, authorized personnel only. Dun, 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 dun. Now we go downstairs. All right. But no, I have to have that sign up because a lot of our animals are illegal to have as pets in New York State. And so we have a license from the Department of Environmental Conservation to have them with us. And so that's why. All right. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to meet Otis, and you can see we're under construction. So you can see there's a lot of construction stuff going on, rebuilding our animals' enclosures. But we decided we wanted to have cage-free, but basically cage-free environments for the ones that aren't super dangerous, like this giant python over here that could probably try to squeeze me to death. And so even though I love her, I've had both of them for 14 years, Little Twinkie and Big Twinkie, but Big Twinkie's gonna shed soon, so we couldn't take her out. Plus, she weighs more than almost 100 pounds, and so she's very heavy. But they're relaxed in there. The two of them are relaxing and chilling out. But they can be very dangerous. That's why they can't roam free. But this is as free as our alligator can be right now. There's Otis. Hey, Otis. Otis, say hi to everyone. Otis. Otis. He's lounging. It looks like he's not even moving, but let's see. I can trick him into moving. The way I can trick him is by giving, where's the tongs? We need the special tongs. If I click the tongs, oh wait, hold on a second. Maybe I'll do this. Sorry, Otis, this is a trick. Oh, here he comes. He's coming. He's coming. Look. There he is. Oh my God, he just jumped in the water. Otis, it's not food time yet. Otis, calm down. Calm down, Otis. You guys see that? Otis, relax, buddy. Relax, it's not really food time. So Otis knows that I usually feed him from this direction. And so when he saw the computer, he's like, oh yeah, yesterday when we were Skyping with the nursery school, I remember you brought that computer over. The same thing we did on Friday. So he remembered, and now as soon as he sees the computer, he thinks it's time for him to eat. So Otis, nope, it's not time to eat. But now you got to see what Otis is like. He comes when he thinks there's food nearby. So that's what Otis does. But anyway, you all. So we're gonna go. Oh wait, we got to see Twinkie, and hold on a second. You guys get to meet Dozer. Dozer's right over here. So you're gonna meet Dozer. Dozer, you want to say hi to everyone?
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. My name's Dozer the Tortoise. I hope you all are enjoying being home. I enjoy being home because guess what? I live inside of my shell and I have to carry my home all the time. So I'm permanently on quarantine all the time with my house always attached to me.
So that's Dozer. He's actually an African spurred-thigh tortoise. So if you want a pet tortoise, I recommend that don't get one because they live over 100 years. But we adopted him. Someone couldn't keep him suddenly, so we adopted him. And now you can also meet Godzilla. Now Godzilla is another animal we adopted. And here's Godzilla. Dun, 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 dun.
Hello, everybody. I'm Godzilla. And the last time we did a show, one little girl named Nora asked me, she said, how come there's holes all around your enclosure?
And that's because it's good for ventilation for him. And this is his temporary enclosure just for now because someone dumped him off suddenly. It was back in December, actually. Someone dumped him off and said that they couldn't keep him anymore at a friend's house. And so he's like, Eric, I need somebody to take him because I don't have a license to, and I don't have the space. And I'm like, well, I have the space, but I have the license, and so I could do it. And so I chose to take him on. But he's like 5 feet. He's a huge lizard. And when we first got him, it was really, really crazy. And I felt sad because I was like, he really should be in Africa. This really shouldn't be a pet. So I felt like a little bit like it's pet irresponsibility, but that's why we teach what we do. But now this is all going to be constructed very soon. So next time you see this, we're going to be in a new space, and all this will be constructed. And once we have the go ahead, this will be like a giant like greenhouse. And so I'm super excited. Greenhouse is coming. All right. Now, with that said, we're going to go back on up and we're going to see if that mouse is thawed out yet. I can still hear the water warming. So maybe the mouse is ready. Let's have a look. Oh yeah. Oh wait, where did it go? Oh no, it's not ready yet. It's still thawing. It's still thawing, you all. All right. It's still thawing. Still thawing. Almost ready though. Almost ready. Oreo will certainly eat it. All right. Okay, it's almost ready. Does it feel a little bit cold inside? It's a little bit cold inside. It's going to need like maybe another minute or so. So while we're waiting for the minute or so for the mouse to thaw out, we are going to do one more thing. Now, I don't know if we can do this, but maybe, hey, Steven, can we do Q&A? Can we do like a quick 5-minute Q&A for the kids and say, in case anybody had some important questions they wanted to know about the animals before we go on to feeding Oreo? Can we do that? Does anybody want to do that? Does anybody have any questions? I know usually there's always lots of questions about how I live, how the animals stay in my house, all kinds of questions like that often come up. Anyone?
Yeah, we could absolutely do that.
Yeah, let's do it. Q&A.
So if anybody has any questions, they can just drop a comment in there, and I'll bring them up.
Let's do some questions. Yay!
Do you have a favorite animal?
Just put them in. What's my favorite animal?
Yeah.
My favorite animal. Oh gosh, that's a hard question. I love all animals, but my favorite childhood animal was the Chinese box turtle. I had a Chinese box turtle, and it was really my favorite kind of turtle. And they're from, well, obviously they're from China, and they're actually an endangered species now. Because when I was a kid, like I said before about having pets, my friend was moving to Puerto Rico. He gave me his Chinese box turtle, and then I had it for a while. Then I think it passed on, but now it's endangered. It's an endangered species, but it's a beautiful little turtle. If you look it up, they're called, the science name is called Cuora flavor marginata, which I love the name, Flavo marginata. And it actually has like a peach. The neck is all like peach, like light peach color, and then the face is like olive. And then right here on either side of their head, they have these beautiful yellow stripes, and then they have these beautiful yellow eyes. They're gorgeous, gorgeous little turtles. But they're from China. From China. Actually, if you didn't know where China is, China's over here. It's right over here. There's China. Pointing to it. There's China right there. If you can see, I'm pointing on the map. So we're here in North America. There's North America, and there's China, and they live in China over here, and on the islands. Islands, there's special islands. Yes, that's them. Oh, thank you, Stephen, for putting that up. That's totally my favorite turtle. Oh my gosh. Oh, you don't even have no idea, guys. I used to breed them. I had babies and everything, and then I just started giving them away because when I learned that they were endangered, I felt like I didn't want to keep letting them have babies because I knew that what's the purpose if they can't go back to nature to let them keep reproducing in captivity and they can't ever go back. So I said, maybe we'll do a project one day in China that we can reintroduce these turtles back to the wild. So it would be really good. Also, you know what some good news is? These turtles used to be in the Asian markets, and because of all the stuff that's going on now, that the president of China was talking about potentially figuring out vegan alternatives to eating, that they wouldn't be eating the animals from the market. And these turtles are always in the market. Many turtles are going extinct because of the market. And now this might mean a really positive things for turtles. And so when you look at things that are going wrong, it's important to immediately think about what's going right. And I think that's something that's going right. Look how beautiful they are. Oh, actually, my science project in college in Stony Brook, I did a study on Chinese box turtle that had 8 of them. And we did a male-female aggression study to see how aggressive the males were and versus the females, or if it was based on the number of females. And it turned out that everybody just needed a girlfriend. That's all. Everybody needed a wife. That's what it boiled down to. If everybody had a wife, everybody was happy. But if somebody didn't have a wife, then they were angry and they were aggressive. Anyway, but that's what it was. That's what the study proved in Chinese box turtle land. So thank you for that. Thank you for that question. Any other questions? Mouse is almost ready.
No.
Any other questions? No more questions? Gosh. Okay. If there's no more questions.
What's the coolest animal that you've ever seen?
The coolest animal I've ever seen? Actually, the coolest animal I've ever seen is Draco. Draco is a flying lizard. And I could say that was the coolest because I didn't think dragons actually existed. And I went to Borneo. It was actually 10 years ago. I went to Borneo for the first time. It was before I started doing distance learning. And we actually, yes, that's it. Draco. I'm telling you guys, I found one. I have a picture of me holding it. I'll send it over. If I can find it, I'll send it over to Steven. But I literally was in Borneo with my friends, and they said there's flying lizard. And they said, you see that thing going across really fast? It's a flying lizard. I'm like, oh yeah, right. And they're like, I want to see one. And for sure, they're like, we'll catch one for you so you can see it. Now, I don't recommend catching animals now. I wouldn't do that. I would just wait until it's close enough that we can observe. But yes, that lizard actually exists, and that's a dragon. That's a dragon, a little dragon. It was like not a bearded dragon. That lizard flies like a dragon. It glides across the forest, and so we got to actually see one. Yep, Draco. Yes, in Borneo. And my friends messaged me from Borneo, so I think this week we're going to be sharing some old footage from Borneo as well when I was there. and it's just an amazing place. If you ever get to go to Borneo, 100% go. I can tell you where to go. You can see orangutans, the big orange apes, the biggest ones. You can see Draco. You can see all kinds of amazing, amazing animals. So pygmy elephants, all kinds of cool things, you know? Have you ever seen an orangutan before? You guys know what an orangutan looks like? There you go, right? Actually, when I was in Borneo, I was the reptile person. I mean, I was excited to see an orangutan, but like I wanted to see reptiles. And so I was like, let's look for snakes. And so this one morning, I was on this boat in Borneo, and literally, and actually the video's on YouTube somewhere. It's called Observing Boyga Dendrophila, Erik. And we were observing it. And then right after we saw this beautiful cat-eyed snake, they're like, there's an orangutan in the tree right next to you. I'm like, are you serious? And we got to see an orangutan too. So all the tourists that was on the boat with us, they were thrilled. I was thrilled. We were all happy because I got to see my reptiles and they got to see the orangutan too. So, yep. So really amazing, wonderful creatures. But just keep in mind, you all, by us doing earth-friendly things, it actually helps us too. Hold on, I'm going to show you something cool. Wait right there, wait right there. Hold on, hold on. We're going to get the mouse too. Hold on. We're going to get the mouse. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Are you ready? Okay, you all ready? Check this out. I gotta show you something, you guys. Watch. So I got the mouse. The mouse is ready. Ready. All right, and we're gonna feed it out in a minute. But I just want to show you. So I'm vegan now for 4 years and vegetarian for 8 years. Okay, so I haven't had any meat. Or will we be feeding the snake? Erik will be. Yes, I'm gonna feed. Well, you guys can choose. You want me to feed the snake or you want me to feed the lizard? You guys decide, and we'll do it. So, well, hold on. But you see this cheese? Look on the back. It has an orangutan right on the back of the cheese. So if you're gonna purchase cheese, this is not like an infomercial or anything. I don't get any money from this or any kind of like free cheese. But like this is follow your heart cheese, and this is better for the rainforest. And so when you buy things, when you purchase things from the store, just double check that it's not using non-sustainable palm oil that comes from Southeast Asia, because if it does, that means that the orangutan, elephant habitat, rhino habitat was destroyed in order to get it. And so that's why it's important to make sure you use earth-friendly things. And so please remember, watch what you eat, watch what you do. Try not to put plastic out into the environment. Instead of pesticides, plant lavender, citronella, plant lemongrass. That will help keep the bugs away. And no fertilizer on your lawn. Your lawn doesn't need it. Let the lawn, just let it die off and then come back. Let weeds grow, and that'll help bring the insects back and make the world a better place. But now, you guys gotta let me know. Would you like to see BP eat? He might not, because he's gonna shed. You want to see the snake eat, or do you want to see Oreo the Tegu eat? You guys get to decide. All right. So hold on. Let me put the cheese over there. He's been touching rats and mice. I'm gonna wash the cheese bag in a minute. But tell me, what would you guys like to see? Let me know. What would you like to see? Would you like to see the snake eat, or would you like to see the Tegu eat? Snake or lizard? Snake or lizard? What are we gonna see? Steven, what should we do? Tell me.
I'm feeling the lizard. I've never seen a lizard eat.
Okay, the lizard's gonna eat then. All right, so here we go. All right, so you're gonna get him. Hold on, we have to take all these things down. By the way, if you attended today, you guys can sign up to get a free magazine, Nature Now. But we'll do that later. Right now, we're gonna feed Oreo. All right, so let's find a spot we're gonna feed him on. Hold on, we're gonna feed him over here, so you guys can all see. All right. So you ready? We're gonna do it right now. Okay. All right, so to feed Oreo, you have them on top of the special red box, the Craftsman box. All right, and then we have to get the mouse. All right, so you ready? We're gonna bring this right on down here. There's Oreo over there. He's looking around. He's like, where is it, Erik? All right, Oreo. It's gonna eat the mouse. Hey, Oreo, food's ready. All right. So I just put it there next to him. Now in a minute, he's gonna start flicking his tongue out. He's gonna smell. He's like, oh, I smell something. What is that? We'll see if he can find it. We won't hand feed him. We won't make it easy right now. We put it behind him to see how smart he really is. Let's see if his tongue actually works. Oreo, is your tongue working? We're gonna see right now. Oh wait, Oreo, you're going in the wrong direction. Maybe I'll help him out a little bit. Let's see. See, he's searching. He smells it, but he's not sure where it is. Wait, Eric. Oreo, don't jump down. Wait, jumping down. Come back, Oreo. Come back. Look, Oreo. Look, the mouse is here. The mouse. Look. Look, look, look. Your food. Oreo, look, 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 look. Oreo. Yeah, look, look, buddy. Look, look. He must have climbed down. Hold on a second. We'll try again. Try again. Try again. Oreo, look. Look, look, look. Look. He's here. You don't want it, Oreo? You full? This is rare. You're always hungry. Why don't you want to eat your mouse today? Oh, there he goes. Yum, yum, yum. There he goes. Yum, 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 yum. Good for my tum. All done. That's it. He's finished. That was pretty tasty, huh, Oreo? Good boy. Good boy. You eat your rat. You eat your mouse. Awesome. 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 So there you have it, you all. There you have it. Oreo just got his mouse. His mouse for lunch. It's lunchtime now. 2 o'clock. So 2:17 now. So you all. So thank you all for joining us. I hope you enjoy seeing all of our animals and having fun with us. And I'm so glad it worked out. I was so stressed that it was so stressful. But it's all good now because you just have to turn lemons into lemonade. You got to make it better. So if you guys do you have any more questions about anything? Any more questions? Any more questions? Let's see.
Can you tell a bit about your trip to Madagascar?
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about Madagascar. Oh, yes. I love talking about Madagascar. Hold on. Before we do that, though, before we do Madagascar, let me go put Oreo back in his room. All right? Oreo's going back in. You want to see his room? Hold on. I can show you his room if you guys really want to. We'll show Oreo's room. It's not really, like, super duper decorated right now yet. He just got it. He shares the room with some other friends. All right, Oreo, hold on. Oreo, go back. So look, here's Oreo's room. There's him walking. That's his bowl. That was supposed to be my office, but it's not anymore. There's his friend. That's Rojo. Say hi, Rojo. That's Rojo. Say hi, Rojo. So these are all adopted animals. This Rojo. That's Diamond over there. Say hi, Diamond. Hey, guys. So these guys are and that's where our frog lives. So everybody they have their own like little spaces here, and we're working on rebuilding once this is all done and we can have our construction again. But I have to close the door because we keep it warm in there, and then the other guys are downstairs. So yeah. So to give you a little bit of tidbit about Madagascar, hold on. So check this out. This book, Madagascar Lie, is a very special book because you all that are home right now, I want you to remember, no matter what, that you must always follow your dreams and do exactly what you love. You have to follow your dreams. Never ever do a job for money or anything like that. Do it because you love it. You have to. That's like the most important thing. And so my first trip to Madagascar, I went there because my mentor, Dr. Pat Wright, she invited me to go one day, and I was like, I can't afford to go. It's $8,000 bucks. But guess what? I kept following my dreams, and that's why I have the roaches. I used to put the roaches in my hat for fun, and literally, it's a whole chain of events that brought me to Madagascar. But I ended up there, and I've gone there 7 times. And every time I go, we work with kids. We actually built a school in Madagascar and a place called Ranamafana for children that don't get a chance to go to school and actually don't get food and stuff that that. Some of the things that we get, the kids can't get in Madagascar, and so and many countries like that. There's like I think 80% of the world, we're like in the and the 20% that does well. But you know, a lot of places in the world, people don't get to live like the way we do. So, you know, we're fortunate in that sense that we have, you know, accessibility to food. Like I live across the street from a food pantry, and you can get free food there if you need food. But like, you know, not everybody has access to food. But Madagascar is, I mean, the animals there too. I wish I could show you a video. I have videos online about it. If you look up, just put an Erik Madagascar or something like that, you can see there's plenty of videos that we have online about a few of them about our trips and the work that we've done. But it's an amazing place, and there's lemurs there. And I'm not a lemur. I'll say I'm not a mammal person. I love all animals, but going to Madagascar and seeing the lemurs in nature, it gave me a different feeling than seeing it on the cover of this book. Like it was just like magical to see these animals out in nature, hopping around in the trees. So so there's that. And then hold on a second. Got my book. Hold on a second. And when you follow your dreams, things that you never expected happen like this. I wrote my own book called Madagascar Lie. This is actually 5 years ago that I wrote this book, and we took a 7-country trip to deliver the book to more than 500 kids. And actually, this is the first time we ever Skyped. So if you want to do distance learning, this is our first time. Let's see, I'll show you here in the book how we first, this was 5 years ago. Actually, was it 5? No, 5 years ago, we did a trip around the world. 9 years ago, it'd be 9 years in October that we did this. We Skyped from Madagascar. Skype is an app that allows people anywhere in the world to see and talk to each other on their computers. Isn't that pretty cool? So yeah, so we did this in Madagascar. And actually, we have a PBS documentary about it if you want to see it. It's called Reptile Rumba. And I could send it to you, Stephen, so everyone else gets a chance to see. But we'll be going back to Madagascar again once the restriction list for us to travel. We'll be going right back there to finish up. Not really finish up, but to continue working on the school there to connect children around the world. So yep. So that's it. That's all. And wait, you can see where Madagascar is in the book too. You can actually, I can give you guys access to the book today if you'd like. If you want this book, I can give. You can just go to wkci.org. You can get the book free online. There it is. That's Madagascar. And here on the map, there's North America right there, and Madagascar is next to Africa. It's a little island off the east coast, and it's not a little island. It's a big island off the east coast of Africa, and that's where it is, and that's where we'd like to go see more animals. But you can go see animals right here in your own backyard in North America too. So so yeah. So listen, I want to give you the other giveaway. This is a magazine. If you want this, we can mail it to you. It's called Nature Now magazine. This cover of this magazine is salamanders that were in our ponds their eggs are hatching right now, like literally in the ponds right near my home. These eggs are getting ready to hatch. I saw yesterday the embryos inside the eggs moving around. Hundreds of eggs of salamanders right now, spotted salamanders getting ready to hatch right now. And this is our publication, Nature Now, and you guys can all get one. So this is really fun activities in there, and you can even have like a salamander poster, and you can stick it on your wall, and you can do all kinds of fun things. There's activities and fun things to do inside the magazine. So yeah. So all right, you guys, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, if there's no question, then go outside and enjoy the rest of the day and have some fun. If you're already outside, stay outside and keep going around and shut your phone off after this. Just come on for entertainment, for activities with magical memories and me. And then after that, then, you know, and shut it off. And don't watch the news. All right. Are there any more questions? Any more questions?
I think that's about it. Thank you so much, Erik. You were fantastic.
You're welcome, Stephen. It's a pleasure.
Have a good one, guys. Bye.
All right. Bye.